Just not a fan of the heat at all. No one feels pleasure or joy on a 45-degree day. It's not 45 degrees today, but it is going to be 45 degrees tomorrow. And if you couldn't tell, I'm from Melbourne. I say Melbourne again. Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, where the heat finds its place and we all roast like a roast in the oven and we turn into beetroots instead of lamb. When I started strength training, makes me feel I knew that I would be showcasing a new variant of tomato or beetroot, and it's just you don't look forward to turning into a vegetable when you're just trying to, lift the 220. It's just not a summer girly pop. I'm not a summer girly pop. The beach, water, I'm a fish. Other than that, it's like the sun lives here. I don't mean, everywhere else gets the sun. It feels like it's just us. Speaking of learning, I just posted, actually, a few days ago, I posted a reel talking about if maybe we struggle with the word beautiful and the being in the space of beauty because of the consistent projection and how that word has been taken and just molded into whatever human agenda or fascination people have and just thrown out there as a suppression on other human beings. Essentially, beauty standards are forms of dehumanization and suppression, as well as, colonization is a part of that too, but it is suppressive when we have so many people in the world. So, why should a list of the top 5 body hacks, the top 5 features that you need to have today, why would that speak for a general society? Why would that speak for anybody? I've always thought of beauty standards as a game that human beings put into the game of life to have people comparing and going at each other, and the competition just thrives off the consistent loop of whatever new beauty standard is dropped into society. It really feels like a game. I mean, friendships have ended because of the consistent insecurities that get built off this stuff. And I mean, it turns it into some form of looking at your friend and thinking, well, they're better than me, they're prettier than me. And then people on the outside act a certain way, and it confirms to your inner protector that, oh, they're better than you, they're prettier than you. The things that this does for no reason. There will be no reason on this planet that could convince me that beauty standards exist for the highest good of human. Really? I mean, think about it. Beautiful has been directly connected to beauty standards. So, if beauty standards don't provide a safe space for people, why would the word beautiful provide a safe space for people? Beautiful is also connected to people's insecurities and limiting beliefs. So, why would we find safety in something that doesn't hold a safe space? And I know people, when you say this stuff, some people react in the whole safety. Safety? What do you mean safety? Is that weak stuff? Roger, I promise you this is just human stuff. We have a nervous system, we are functioning, we are alive, we're breathing, we have a mind. Prefrontal cortex. We have a system that essentially tries to keep us safe, right? And over the years, we have accumulated and internalized external environments. And depending on how those external environments unfolded, either became a safety to the nervous system or an activation, a trigger to where traumas come into play here. Nonetheless, if you feel that internal disconnection and struggle with the word beautiful, with the association with it, it's not because you're not beautiful. It's because beautiful has never been safe. Our generations have revolved themselves around that word, is the reason why you can feel so much resistance to it, because it's not as if it was made with the intention of us seeing ourselves in the full awareness of that, the full presence of that. It was meant to put you in a box and to teach your system that this box, it is what is worthy of survival. That box is where you need to stay, to question how you look, to question why you don't look a certain way, why you don't fit this image. And this, it's like, why aren't you a clone of Angelina Jolie or anyone else that has been put on a pedestal? We have a habit of putting people on pedestals. And I think as well, the survival structures within us, the survival patterns within us, the protector does that. Because realistically, that is what has been taught to us as safe. By looking at these people and comparing, and then going through the shame and the guilt of why you don't look like that, or have the features like that. Conditioned to self-hate, to self-loathe, to consistently remain focused on comparison for your entire life, and even projecting the insecurities on others who you see have that feature that you don't like yourself. Beautiful has no cemented foundation. Even if they poured concrete cement, that shit cracks too. There is no structured space to beautiful. It's all human created at the end of the day. We give it the definition, we give it the image, we give it what it has been known as, and we continue to feed that analogy. And where beautiful has been known to your protector, I call it the protector. It's the part of you that it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it, but I call it the protector because essentially its job, the reasoning of it being there, is in the belief that it's protecting you from experiencing the experiences that you have in the past. It's like, as a great example, let's say you put on a top, and you put on that top a year ago, and when you put on that top and you went out in that top, something happened that didn't feel good to self, right? It flagged it as unsafety. That top represents that experience of unsafety. You put that top on again, whoop, reminder of what happened, and remember what happened, remember what that top did. It's gonna do it again, and it's gonna be worse than that. It's gonna be so much worse. That's what I call the protector. Is also the one that is communicating the consistent narratives that you've been sold and conditioned to believe as we're growing up, and hearing all the external noise of what is the image to Carol, what is the image to Benjamin, what is the image to Ronald McDonald, and just internalizing it. You need to meet that image. You have to meet that image. You're not going to fit in if you don't. You're not beautiful like Rachel. You're not beautiful like Sunny. You're not this. You need to be that. Consistent wiring. And then if you meet it, maybe you feel a sense of, okay, we're here. We did it. Now I feel a lot more included in that space. Until that space changes, like I was talking about before, because beauty standards will change, have changed. in an unrealistic world, it's like it's acting as if we are our bodies are consistently modifying itself. It's like it plays on the TV. I'm thinking of it like a movie. Oh, traumatizing movie. Imagine it playing on the TV, right? It's like a little, what's it called? Like the bingo machines. No, not the bingo machines. Like the, oh, pull the handle down. I don't go to the casino much. Slots? I didn't Google it. I'm not that intrigued. But when you pull the handle and those three things come up, it's like, it feels like that, doesn't it? It just plays on the TV like, everyone, what is the new important feature that you must have today? And we're all like, what is it? Smaller nose, smaller lips, bigger eyebrows. What is it now? What is it now? And then when it shows up as the three, our bodies just modify themselves on the spot and change. And we make the picture. But then in the next hour, a new one has popped up. That is why I called this a game, because people are playing. But really, who are the winners? It's what I think about. Even if people are convinced that they are winning because they meet the criteria, like I just said, it's forever changing. And even so, I would say my opinion, but I'm pretty down, I'm like pretty set on it. Who you are as a human being speaks so much more into the universe and the experience than your looks. And trust and believe, when you are not a good person, the environments that you step into are set up through the ill intentions that you have. So I care more about who someone is than how someone looks. And maybe that's the thing too, is to keep us focused on how we look rather than who we are as human beings and what we show externally, but also how we feel internally. I guess the question is, my fellow humans, how do you feel when the word beautiful gets said to you, when you get called beautiful? It's this immediate, speaking from experience as well, it's like a swipe, like get the fly swatter or the spray. That one, the bug spray. honestly, honestly, if I felt comfortable back then to express the humor that brings me joy, if anyone called me beautiful, I might have met them with the bug spray. Morty. No promotion there. I don't like to kill insects anyway. I put spiders outside, and I'm pretty damn proud of that. But anyway, how do you feel when the word is put into your space? If you feel the activation, if you feel the resistance, I think the question I want to ask you is, where are you feeling it and why? Yeah, I mean, why? Everyone would ask me why. I'm asking you why because sometimes thinking about the why and looking externally at the importance that thing that you're feeling activated over has been given, sometimes the why can start to break the illusion of why your system is holding on to it so tightly. Why the protector feels like it needs to protect you from this. This whole thing is about self. It's about you. It's about me. It's about us walking in our human experience a lot more in the space of self. I'm not talking about self-centered, which will be another topic for another time. I'm talking about not experiencing activation over something that doesn't need that response. Your protector not feeling like it needs to protect you from this over something that should never warrant that kind of response from anybody. It should never inflict us like that. It should never harm us like that. Beauty is, for me personally, it's everywhere. And I've seen human beings online, and it's like the energy of this, the energy of self flourishes. Their creativity, their art, their voice, their singing. There is so much that this word can support, which is what it should be, for the highest good of ourselves. It's just a practice. Me saying this is not to give you the answers, it's just to offer a guide. The one body that you have that is walking you through the human experience that you're experiencing right now, we all deserve to see the existence of it, the external of it, outside of something that is nothing but a survival loop. I mean, something that is forever changing in this way of trying to keep people contained in the new boxes that it creates. It's not for the alignment of you or for the good of you. I mean, who feels good in it? And that's what this is. It's recreating something that's been built on misalignment. It's not being built on kindness or, for, as I've been saying, the wellness and goodness of human. Taking that, deconstructing it, and reconstructing it in your own individual space. How do you feel? How do you see it? How do you want to see it? But be consciously aware that whatever you create internally in your space is a reflection, is going to be a reflection to the external. You deserve to feel good. Dun, dun. And I don't live for anyone else's self preferences. Dun, dun. I tell myself that a lot. And it's helped me to where I've got. Look at me, the primer. But yeah, it has helped me, in truth. In absolute truth, it's helped me to recognize the fact that I don't live for the self-preferences of other people. So why would I live for their preferences of beauty? Neither do you. Sunshines and rainbows. Neither do you, fellow humans. Right? So, it's worthy, it's valued, it's discovering, it's learning to figure out your own. To first work on the safety of this space, right? Deconstruct the power beautiful has been providing to your protector, to start to deconstruct that in the way that resonates to you. To find safety, to remove the power because it doesn't need it, bug spray, and to come back to self. Even if you were never there, I get it. But coming back to self just means that the reflection that you have of yourself, it's in your space. It's not external, looking at everyone else's and saying, oh, you believe this, I'm going to believe it too about human looks. It is remaining in the observer space, the space of self. And even as someone who has dealt with complex PTSD for majority of her life and also suicidality for a very long time, you would not have convinced me that I would be sitting here saying that. It wasn't some like miraculous moment. It was just the fact of, I've got nothing to lose, so I might as well do this because I'm tired of feeling like everyone else's existence apart from my own. I don't even know what my own is. Might as well start. And if people, just to say this, are trying to convince you to stick within their space and act as if you need this to survive in life, just know that they are also experiencing that loop, that conditioning, that programming. It's just a regurgitation of the same survival loops that we've all been taught. And we're just kind of copying it and sending it out there, continuously telling the next person. It's not about a fault or a blame, but it is about accountability. It does not have to be this way. So, I have no ending to these videos. I flow. So, deconstructing, reconstructing. Deconstructing to reconstructing for ourselves and the lives that we deserve to experience in this human experience that we're living in. And if some of us come back, then I'm hoping I don't. But, you know, if I get, I was about to say resuscitated, regurgitated back onto this planet. I forgot the word. Reincarnated. If I get reincarnated back on this planet, well, I will save that for another video.